Infinite Tarot way today. This message is for Aries on the rising Venus anywhere in your chart. Happy birthday. By the way, for my Aries, you know, anybody that is an Aries, for Aries season. Let's see, what do we got for this energy? Okay, let me take these off. I'm not even prepared for some of you guys. Soft light is gonna catch you off guard. Guest. If it's in love, somebody might be coming over. You're not smelling pretty good, but you looking mighty fine for a lady. If you're a handsome man, the lady's gonna catch you up. Prepare, you better pick a tower and not a little worried away. All right, I don't know, Philly, for some of you guys, it could be telling Akin uses earth. I don't know, I'm picking up on the young age. For some of you guys, you can be, your 20s, living life, the vida loca. Hey, look, I had some cards to spread out right here. Let the scissors focus on what you love to do. BITCH. Yes, for some of you guys, you're embodying this energy. You're like, man, after everything I went, for my older Aries, y'all are happy to, you're like, look, I gotta live. I gotta do what I love to do. Some of you guys could be stepping back and saying, you know what, I'm not gonna settle for nothing. You could be all, gray hairs everywhere. And you're like, nah, man, I didn't come to this world to be settled in. And you're very thinking about it, cool. Hold on, I'm channeling right now. Decisions, and some of you guys, it could be in China, on a motorcycle. Somebody on a motorcycle. It says you are at a critical decision point in your life. Making it clear and confident choice will lead you to positive outcomes for some of you guys. There's something you have to do, and in the past, you could have been one of the persons that were like, oh, no, that'll work, because if you're a man, and maybe this could be you as a female, you're looking, and that was like done home. It was, no, I gotta do this, I gotta do that, then the man's supposed to do this, and then all of a sudden, he lit, man, you're like, he bucking by the Harley, and he's fucking hauling ass, and you're like, what the hell happened to you? He thinks he's 35, but just let him, midlife crisis or something, I heard. For some of you guys, look, there's something in the family, and they're like, ¿qué está pasando? And if you're a lady, all of a sudden, now, you looking, looking mighty fine, Aries, and then with that energy, I don't know, but this artist catching my attention, look, you could be in this little house. Energy, even if you stay home, mom, you dressing fine, so you could be going through that, like, let's say your person is going through a midlife crisis. You're like, yo también, she's Mexican, Spanish, or whatever. Yo también, which means me too, bitch. And you could be looking like this. Now, if you're single, you're ready to mingle. Look, for my fellas, look what you have. You have somebody that's paying attention to you. And if you're a female, Harry, you got your eyes set. You got your eyes set on somebody. Look at that look. And that look looks sexy, like it right there in my heart, and that's it. Pusiera así, But this is somebody. So if you're not in a relationship, man, for some of you guys, yeah, you can be in a relationship, but you're just hanging in there just till you're settling. I'll be doing that and giving up the cookies to you and mixing your energy with somebody you've been up. So some of you guys, hold on. Don't let nobody touch the cookies. Yes. Clean energy. But somebody, look, this is man or woman. And you're gonna, this is what's coming up, like in April, like April is coming up, and it's almost like you're stepping into the summer, you're like, and you're looking, and there's somebody's looking at you like this. I feel this energetic look back and forth, and it's just with one eyebrow, and it's almost like you guys are talking to each other telepathically. I don't know whose message this is. This is, I'm the CEO of my own life. And I say, look at this. And I fire negativity on sight. So some of you guys could be bossing up to, in this house. You ain't coming in here that 3 a.m. all kind of shit. You might that energy. That's what I heard. But some of you guys, you think they call that part. If you're a high value woman, I just heard high value woman. No, 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 no. For some of you guys, you could be running a business. You could be stepping into this is CEO position. Maybe bank manager. You can be your own store for selling consoles, pajas, the waste things. I don't know. I heard that lingerie, all kinds of stuff. But there's something that you're running. It's almost like think. For some of you Aries, you could have been lazy. Yes, what you could have been what do you call those stay-at-home moms? And then all of a sudden, a man goes into life license or something like this, or it just gets you hot up. You could be a behind mess, lady. Hey, your dude is dangerous. He's into gangs, drugs, and everything. You sit in all nice, and then he goes with Yale. What do? You gotta sell your marriage. You gotta, because you don't want to sell that ass yet. You waiting. I'm channeling it, okay? So you decide not to go into. Okay, let me go into work, and you didn't know that you had an inspired. You're body up and like internet fought you, and you didn't know it was close to selling my ass, and you're like, no, no, no. You put in for my foreign guy said, let me open the road for you so you don't sell that ass. But anyways, for some of you guys, you could be in college and you could be the first one breaking this generational curse. If you're a man, you got your suit on and your little pinchy bow tie right there and your family's looking at you. That's the way he thinks he's all that and everything. You're like, man, fuck you. You buddy. You even changed your name if your name was, for say my name is Joe, or, if your name was Pablo and my name is Pete, some shit, I don't know, you could have changed it, and they're pissed. They're like, I says, hey, he thinks he's off that shit on. If you're like me, you don't have no papers, you just say, my name is Axel Rose or some shit. I don't know. But listen, you could be in this energy, okay? And you're stepping up. You're seeing changes. If this is if this is a connection that you're finding somebody attractive, it's coming to you. For a lot of you guys, you're sitting on this promotion. It's like you're leveling up. Hence, for some of you guys, some of you guys, your testimony's gonna be badass, and people won't believe in it. For some of you guys, you just kept it a secret, because for someone, I'm telling you, some of you guys may be led, sold them, but badass. We keep it a secret, but look, I heard to the one that I love, maybe the side things, I don't know. But look, this other one says, God always provides for you. See, you cried out, and God said, hey, listen, my little girl, huh? And a lot of your friends or people, they didn't believe you. Oh, why you gonna expect? God ain't gonna do nothing. No. God provides, and for some of you guys, he's not gonna come right there. He's by your side, and then you're over here. And the laws are coming, and then you're just driving just steady, on I-20. Anyways, it says, no more people pleases. I'm here to be my own damned VIP. I don't say the hits, but that's some better, no? So, for a lot of you guys, yes, what are you creating? Because for some of you guys, this is how God is providing for you. Like, how does God provide? Little by little, make you earn it. But look, poor is pushing you, because this person needs business. For some of you guys, you could have took the hit and your chicken is new in the thing. You left her with a few racks. For some of you guys who have one of those who must loyal, they fucking ran off with somebody else just to get their money using for some. You guys who left the queen, baby. Is this you? Put it in the comments. And it pretty. I don't know, like Gucci's. Hey, no, he left some money for his lady, and she tripled it. And the Bible says, a good wife, a good woman will triple the money, Pay attention, read the book. Okay, I don't know who needs to hear that. All right, so for a lot of you guys, pizza radio. For a lot of you guys, look, it says believes. It is backwards and then grow. You're leaving people behind. These people, they didn't want to believe. They didn't want to believe in you, whatever you were studying for. Your beliefs for you. A lot of you guys out here fishing for evening God. It says your beliefs may be wavering. So if this is, listen, guys, man or woman, some of you guys could be hanging around with people that you know you are cool already. The universe that is telling you, get out of there. And I'm telling you, for some of my young ones, it's like, put that little pinchy smoke down, you know? You pass out and your cousin, everybody stealing from you. You're up and therefore right there. And for some of you guys, EV, you're... And that's not even bothered for somebody needs to hear. Yeah, you could be so fucked up like that, smoked out and passed out, and your homies back there. That ain't for you no more. She wasn't loyal. For some of you guys, he wasn't loyal either. For some of you guys, look, you are filled with courage. Put it in comments. And courageous is that. Put it with action, with power. Throw it out into the universe so it'll come back to you powerfully. Yeah, because somebody wants to throw you off. They're struggling to hold on to their faith, but now they're watching you like a walking testimony. Like, man, who's holding you down? Maybe for some of you guys, the DEA is like, how the fuck you doing it? And you're like, talk to my boss, he's up there. Yes. You know, they teach us, you know, they sing shit for the love of you guys didn't have that a long time ago. I'm channeling fuckers. Okay, somebody's right there in the comment. They're like, I should have just stayed and I should have just waited. Why did I believe in this other fucker and a woman? Yes, like, damn. Overwhelmed desires may be needing to dissatisfaction. That's in the world with the other machines, man. They come from those Dober. That's what I heard. It says heart control issues in the relationship. Some of you guys, oh yeah, they threw you the party and everything. I don't need you no more. And guess what? I'm taking your shit. They call the DA for some of you guys. You're finding them. They're like, bitch, what's this? And they threw you the fingers, not realizing that God was just making you like those revolving doors. So it's like you went in and you're like Cholo, and you come back out and your chin's like, and if you ever do, and you're dealing with that gangster bitch, your balls are shriveling up right now. You could be a cross watcher, because you can't think this bitch. This is Peanut. She goes from dealing please in the street to putting them blends. Yes, that's how we do it over here, okay? So yes, for some of you guys, you have good that shit. You're like, if I could do this way, and God's telling you, I built you with a lot of fucking, and I'm hitting you in the head, and whichever which way. You know, you start to level up, change it up. You know, if God is for you, who could be against you? You see, so somebody's kicking their ass. None, they lost balance, they lost controlling. This is about you that I had a family. For some of you guys, it was here all that bad. They were there when when the ships were coming in air. And then when the fucking Buck and Jerry likes pain, they all fucking come up with garages. Yeah, they were pointing the finger like this, but first. Yes, Buckers, I don't know whose story this is. It's not mine. Okay? Independence. This could have cost you your independence. I'm telling you, it could be a hardcore shorter. You know, and you have to cover. You just have this look like a bitch. I'll put your nuts on. Los pinches huevos or beat me chichichis. And I don't know, you may run this shit in the family. You know, you could be the boss lady. Who knows? But for some of you guys, you're gonna meet somebody that's gonna match and look. This person's like, ooh, I like it. Ese cabrón, that dude, that gentleman. That's what I need in my life because this person wants to match energy. Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, anywhere your chart, if it's in Jupiter, bitch, you win. And you need somebody like this. Yes, you can be this. You're attracting this. For some of you guys, you're in this position and you're gonna get this this is aha moment that you already knew it. This is what I'm hearing. For some of you guys, you could have been dealing with toxic, all kinds, family, friends, business partners, lovers. They said that the lovers, either, anyways, you help people, toxic as a motherfucker. What? Your purpose was to uplift them, put them in their way, sacudilos, that's like, shine them up a little bit, hurry up, fucker, get it. What a living. This could be like my uncle over here in New Mexico, he's like, Jorge Primo, hurry up before the Mika comes, that you're there, your purpose is to push and uplift it, and put them on their path of their purpose. Yes, to lead them to God, they can build their relationships, and be inspired, so they can, elevate it. That's what I'm hearing. Look, courage. Yes. Yeah. And with confidence, determination. For some of you guys, if you not your family was loyal and they weren't loyal, but that's not your family, but you still forgive and let go, I heard. For some of you guys, yeah, then you're gonna find a new soul tribe. Yes, it says unresolved emotional trauma. Yeah, that's all they caused you. Imagine. Yeah, I mean, you could have went back to Mexico and that shit's fucked up. Imagine if they didn't tell you the cops were coming, the migra, the mingas, and you're right there eating, and what fuck is everybody going? It could have cost you emotional, trauma. Listen, and this shit had to change. The universe that said, you know what? I'm tired of them coming in there, taking your TVs, taking all your shit. For some of you guys, you have to take your shit. Now, what do you need that for? Aries, sun, moon, rise, indeed is anywhere in your chart. For some of you guys, you could have been excellent friends, I'm hearing some of you guys helped even friends that bought them clothes and they came out the penitentiary. I come on me get back into, working, doing something. Some of you guys, if they needed something for their kids, you have a big ass button heart, and some of them bit handed that, and yes, you they want to get along with you. It's for some of you guys, yes, here they are learning off of you, and God is looking, oh, you're gonna do that to my Aries, but so some of them they're gonna get karma level 555. Yes, these could have been called as persons, pouring wine. They could have been 4141. Divine purpose. And for some of you guys, if they betrayed you, there is some will rise at anywhere in the chart. Let's say you gave them a hand and they can kick you to the curb when you were doing, bad. That's going to be a karma lesson. That's going to teach them that. All you got to do is stay on your divine purpose. Okay? Some of you guys could be seeing this number. Let me read it. It says, I am aligned with my divine purpose. I follow my passions. And I have to think about it. And I fulfill my soul's mission with enthusiasm. Okay. And my life is this is gorgeous. I don't know. I can't read all the way, but all this is gorgeous. It's just something about a higher calling and true potential. You read it if you want. Okay, I know this transportation is right here, and it's not the metro bus. But look, the manifestation. So you guys are manifesting like a lot, man. Okay, what is a message before we close this out, Aries? Because for one, I can't read. And look, this shit fell out. This is the legend. Two of them fell out. They don't even want me to shuffle. Claim this energy. Put it in the comments. I am a fucking legend. Because God said so. Oh, yes. God created me a fucking legend. You're here to make an impact. Not these fuckers that take advantage of you. They want to pine on you and, right with hotel, pretend like they, fuck them. Not them. Those involved to the devil, the real deal. Not the ones that try to steal your business in the context of, not them. But yeah, fuck them. God don't like it. Greedy motherfuckers like that. That's what I'm hearing. To some of you guys, you didn't seek revenge. And there should be lucky, but they should be hearing that because you can do it better. They think they got away and the ha-ha, hee. Better watch. I don't know, I heard, se le ponchó el pinche muscle or something, deflated bicep, because that is, it says, you are going to give yourself a permission to do what, I was gonna say to do what, no, but it says right, to do what is right for your badass self. But if you want to say it the other way, just do it with anything else. Reckless and aggressive. For some of you guys, if you be dealing with somebody that they can go crazy. It's the ship they fucking, they go up and then they get have their chemical imbalances. Could be a woman or man. I don't know, pero something like that. They just for a lot of you guys are going to be learning new skills. Yes, new skills. You're like, my parentals. Like, I'm old, and they're like, they're not that old, but from what I hear. Okay, so trust their intuition and trust in the universe. 42. That's 66. Some of you guys could be 66, and for some of you guys who you could be looking in your age, but she's sexy. Anyways, Infinite Tarot 888, hit the like button. Share, subscribe, and comment, and que Dios me lo bendiga, Jesus, de la chinga. Happy birthday, and make sure you're balanced, okay? 222. I embrace it. Balance in all aspects of my life. I harmonize my mind, body, and spirit. Finding what placement. Anyways, if you can hit the like button, share, subscribing, comment. This is your birthday reading, okay? You got a lot for I see right there. It's a reading financial abundance. Pinche dinero.